What it do, what it do, what it do. Let it do what it do, what it do.
Gervonta Davis.
I'm definitely face of boxing. Absolutely.
They up the level, I'm going to up the level with them every time.
I mean what I say, lines only purple.
Charlo just dropped moving with that sweeping right and goes down face first.
It's over. All right. I mean what I say. That's right. Me and Knockout Boxing 86 TV. We are live. Yes, sir. Thank you all for coming in this morning. We are talking about the latest and the greatest in the sport of boxing. What's going on, Knockout Boxing? How you feel this morning?
I'm doing good, OG, man. I'm ready to talk some boxing. Having a good morning, man. How about yourself, man? How are you doing? I heard you. Hold on a second.
Okay, he's gonna go out and come back in. All right. Yes, sir. I'm telling you all, this is gonna be a good year of boxing. I smell it, I feel it, and competition is great. And I think everybody's gonna try to outdo everybody. Why? Because Amazon Prime. That's one word. Why? Because PBC, they're gonna have to bring their A game this year. I've been saying that all week long. They're gonna have to bring their A game. No doubt about it. I mean, the A game gonna be on point. And then, of course, Top Rank gonna see that. Then the Zone gonna see that. Golden Boy gonna see that. Oh, wow. It's gonna be on point. I promise you, it will. All right. Well, we wait on Knockout to come on in, back in. All right. We got Cedric Walcott, man, leaving off where he left off at from. All right. Yes, sir. What's going on, Cedric? Yes, sir. And that Sue. Oh, that's right. I don't sing Super Chats on our partnership on Sundays. That's right. What's up? Cedric Walcott, baby. What's going on? He said, good fight calling last night. Man, I appreciate that. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm working on some new things too with my fight calling. All right. Yes, sir. You'll see. Not next fight, the next big fight. All right. Yes, sir. But I appreciate that support. I appreciate that support for me and Knockout on Sunday mornings. All right. That'll keep the channel rolling. And not just me, both of us. All right. Because we are partners on Sundays. All right. So let's get that straight. Okay. All right. And I appreciate the support. All right. And let me bring Knockout back in here. All right. Yes, sir. All right. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, man. I was saying I was doing good, man. How you doing this morning, man?
Oh man, I'm doing fine, man. I'm doing fine. Fine as wine, baby.
Yes,
I had that little hiatus for since Friday, and I mean it's not a happy thing, but it just just give me a break.
Somebody came over to my comments and they said, KO, you and KQ gonna still have a show tomorrow morning. KQ said he was going out last night. You go out last night after the fight call, man. You gonna be all right today, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna be all right though.
Man, they snitching on you, man.
Yeah.
On you, man. They say your ass was feeling good last night. Talk about you going out after the fight call, man. That call was late, man. Why you going out, man?
Man, I mean, I was feeling pretty good last night, and I would tell everybody, man, that's the last night. It's not freedom, but I don't have to drive twice a day and back and forth, and I'd have to do that for 2.5 days. So
that's good, man. That's real good. We got a lot to talk about, man. A lot of fake news came out over the weekend.
Oh yeah,
people they talking about people getting slapped. They're trying to send Tank Davis to the UK. They're trying to send him to England to fight now.
Man.
Shit, the fights we gotta cover. Oh, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I can't wait to talk about it with you.
Yeah. You know, and then I was telling the chat yesterday, the thumbnail I put up, I think is kind of like fitting because this reminds me of Floyd Mayweather. Everybody wanted to get that Floyd Mayweather sweepstake, right? Everybody wanted to see who can fight, who gonna fight Floyd for his last fight in his career. All right, he hollered out all kind of names, but he ended up choosing Andre Berto. All right, and Andre Berto, he was ecstatic. He was like, "Wow, I get to make some money, some real money." Right? You know, so that's how they're looking at Tank right now. Who would it be? Who would it be? You know, so and of course, I put a few names, but of course, Al Heyman want to keep the production and promotion in his corner. He don't want to, pretty much share with Oscar and nobody else. So, but we still got to figure that out. We still can figure it out, and maybe we can figure that out with Calvin Ford this week. We will have that interview, but I'll let you all know what day. All right. So, all
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, man. Did you see who was in the building yet?
Not yet. No, not yet. All right. Okay. So that's all you got. Knockout. Anything else?
Yeah, that's really all I got, man. Just saying what's up to you, saying what's up to everybody in the chat. I'm ready to get the show started, man. I'm ready to cover this boxing. You know, I love talking about this stuff, so I'm ready to get this thing going because there's a lot to talk about, OG.
All right. I hope everybody enjoyed the fights last night. All right. We had 5 up and 5 out. But let's see who all in the building, baby. All right. Yes, sir. Chi-Town Finest, baby. Always working, but wishing us a good show today. All right. I appreciate this, Chi-Town. All right. What's up, RP, New Jersey in the house? What's going on? All right. Appreciate you, baby. Yes, sir. Cedric Walcott. Wow. He was showing out last night in the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. All right. Yes, sir. Holding it down. Thrill Hill from Blueberry Hill. It's up in here. What's going on with you? I found my thrill. Icon Canadian, baby. What's going on, my neighbor from the north? What's happening with you? All right. Yes, sir. What's up, Roy? What's going on? Yes, sir. Them goofy channels are shook. All right. Yes, sir. Why they shook? I don't know. They should be shook. I don't know. Yeah, but they should be shook. Big Block, what's going on with you, baby? All right, salute to you. What's going on, Vincent, my Chicago brother, far south side brother? What's going on with you? All right, glad to see you. All right, Cedric Walcott, I got you all ready for showing some love. Already putting some color in that chat. All right, we got Young World. What's going on with you, Young World? I appreciate you, brother. All right, yes, sir. Salute to you. How was your night, OJ? Yes, sir. It was just fine, Young World. Don't you start. All right, Albert Daltrey. It's in the building. What's going on, Albert? How you feel, man? All right, Crush the Legend is back again, baby. All right, good assessment last night too, Crush. All right, Crush the Legend, good one. And look at Young World back starting again. He's an OG holding on for dear life. I ain't gonna fall asleep. I ain't gonna do the bobblehead today, all right? Yes, sir. DOG2, baby. What's going on with you? Oh, we got Creole the Traveler's back. He's back where you need to be back at. All right, what's going on? All right, Boss Dog is up. What's going on, Boss Dog? All right, salute to you. All right, who else we got? We got Camp 11. He's back. What's going on, Camp 11? What's going on with you, brother? All right, Dre Noble is up in here. What's going on, Dre? How you feel, brother? All right, Dragon Assassin. It's official, baby. All right, big up, Knockout and KQ. Big up to you, brother. All right, yes, sir. All right, we got Brian King B. Oh, Falcon. It's in the building. What's going on? Good morning to you. What's going on, Teach? Oh, Teach said Mungia. Oh, baby, Mungia, man. We're going to talk about that. All right? We're going to talk about that. Oscar and B-Hop. Man, they're like they hopped out their pants when he won. What's going on with
You thought he was one of their sons or something, boy.
Yes. Yeah, they was hugging each other and they was hugging family members and they were hugging everybody. I'm like, what the hell?
Bro, y'all realize he was fighting a 35-year-old dude with 5-6 losses that he was supposed to beat, right? Like, whatever.
Right.
We'll talk about it.
And he was ranked number 9. Young, I'm just saying. You know, but anyway, who else we got here? Terry W. What's going on with you, baby? All right,
Oh yeah,
Derek.
real quick before you keep going. Shout out to Terry W in that Cash App, man. He dropped the two piece in the Cash App. He say bang bang Niner gang. He going for the 49ers today. Salute Terry, appreciate you,
All
man.
right, Terry. All right, appreciate you, Terry. All right, yes, sir. Derek Stefan is up in here. What's up, Derek? How you feel, man? All right, all right, all right. We got D1 in that building, baby. Yes, sir. He's a young G and
What up,
G.
D1?
Yes, sir. What's going on, D1? All right, appreciate that. All right, we got shoot, bang. What's going on? What's good, KO? And what's up, KQ? What's
What up,
going on with you?
Choo-choo?
All right, we got Chuck up in here. We got Charles. Salute, fellas. Yes, sir. Jeff Producer is
What
up
up, Jeff?
in here. All right. Don't downplay it, KO. 86 TV. Okay.
Mungia got some little fans and shit.
All
Teach and
right.
Bullet Gifts, he got some little fans and shit, bro.
Man,
People like Mungia for some reason, bro.
man.
Like him, man. I ain't mad at it.
Man, GM, what's going on? The fight was not impressive. All right, all right, all right. Oh, we got our opinions, don't we? Yes, sir. D1 boxing brief again. Okay, I got you. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. D1's in Crush. What's up, homie? All right. Well, that's about it for right now. McGee gets hit way too much. Oh, yes, sir, he does. All right, but it depends on who he's fighting. Okay, so there you go. All right.
All right, man. Well, let's jump into it, and we're gonna start the show off right on fire because we got a lot to talk about, man. I gotta talk about what Wally Moses, the grandfather and trainer of Shakur Stevenson, what he had to say over on Mill City Boxing. He was doing an interview with Mill City, and he went on there, and he was asked about Devin Haney and his I guess street or how hard he was or whatever. And he told a story that I had never heard before. He said Devin Haney got slapped up by Erickson Lubin, and that Erickson Lubin took his sneakers. Like a scene from a movie. He got slapped up and he took his sneakers and he didn't do nothing about it. Just give me your overall thoughts on what Wally Moses, the grandfather of Shakur Stevenson, what he had to say. Now, Devin Haney has denied that. On Twitter, he says, say my name and go viral. Knock it off. That didn't happen. So you got Shakur's grandfather saying something happened. And Devin Haney here, I'll get Devin Haney's exact words because I don't want to paraphrase his response. He said, hold on, let me find it right quick. Oh, damn, it won't let me. I got to find it on here. It's saying I exceeded my. Hold on. I'll read it to you, OG, so you can know exactly what he said. It's right here.
I know back in the days, ain't nobody taking my shoes and walking away with them. No.
You said you're not allowing that.
Yes,
so Devin, hold on. Devin reposted the interview and he quoted, he said, his word is fake as them chains. Knock it off. And then Bill Haney jumped in and said, they say everything except let's fight. Hashtag undisputed, hashtag 2 division, hashtag Devin Haney era. So the Haneys have responded saying that is fake, that did not happen. What do you think, man? What do you think of that whole situation?
Well, number one, if I'm looking correctly, this happened at the Olympic Center. Moses said, and it was kind of young, I think, back then. Now,
yeah, you said Devin Haney was like 13 years old. Erickson
Right.
Lubin was like 17 years old at the time.
Right. Now, you look at Devin Haney. Look at Erickson Lubin. Devin Haney was a spoiled little kid, going into a man sport. Erickson Lubin. Now, it don't look like he was spoiled. It don't look like he was handed the silver spoon. Actually, it look like he can whoop some ass. And so therefore, some guys, they are pretty much that they're fear of that. Not the way, they fight or anything, just by the way they look. You can mean mug a guy and the guy be like, oh, okay, let's go, and get out the way. So Devin Haney, according to Shakur grandfather, he was never built that way. And nobody don't have to tell me that, people. and I'm not hating on Devin. We know he don't have that dog in him. He just doesn't have it. There's nothing wrong with that, but you weren't cut like that. Now he's trying to portray that. He's trying to take what he can from Tank and a little bit from this person, a little bit from that person, and trying to be this person. No, stop trying to be someone that you're not. Absolutely, yes. I believe that happened. I really do believe that happened because his father always protected him. His father always protected him, and I guarantee you, he protected him that day. But he ain't gonna tell his dad what really, really happened. Because, Bill, why you didn't fight back? Why you didn't fight back? Well, sometimes that's what happens. We all get bullied in some type of way. But absolutely, I'm quite sure he had a reason for doing that. He saw an easy target, and he took advantage of it. That's it. He took advantage of it. Now, of course, if I was Devin, I'm trying to get my get back, and we'll see what happens. But hey, nothing I can say about that, but I believe it. Devin's not built that way. He just don't have that dog in him. He don't want to make an ugly fight. He want to fight and lay back in a pretty fight. No, it don't go like this. This is boxing, and you will get laid on your ass. And one thing about it, Bill Haney, he gonna come out and say, "Oh, that's cap," because he want his son to look good in the hot and on social media. Well, I'm sorry, he ain't that good. All right, he's not that good because at 140, I see the walls are closing in. So that's all I have on here. With that situation.
Yeah. So for me, when I heard it, I'm automatically like, why now, bro? Like Shakur because Shakur and his grandfather don't seem like the type of people to hold water. So when they was getting into it about that 75-25 offer and they was leaking audio about Bill Haney saying if you get too high at 130, we'll go to 140. When they was doing all that shit, you mean to tell me you had this bullet in the chamber and you didn't use it? So the timing of it is very, very odd to me. And I just think that at a certain age, certain shit should be beneath you, bro. Like, why is Wally Moses even participating in some shit like that? The man, like 60-something, 70-something years old, bro. Right. He's too old for that shit. So, it get a side eye from me. And then, honestly, OG, you got Shakur and them, they cap a lot, they be lying and shit a lot, and then you got Devin Haney and Bill Haney. We know that they lie and all that shit. So What I'm saying is, I need to hear what Erickson Lubin got to say. Somebody need to go down there to Florida, go down there with him and Coach Cunningham, and the next time he got a fight coming up, or the next time he got something going on, somebody need to put a microphone in his face and ask him what happened, because I know that I just need to hear from somebody else, because I can't believe what Devin and Bill saying. I can't believe what Shakur saying either. I find the timing of it odd, and I think it should be something that an old man shouldn't be participating in. If that's Shakur and Devin, let them get that shit. Let them get that shit going. And because honestly, OG, if I'm being real, like what they got to do with Shakur? If I'm Wally Moses and I train and I help with Shakur Stevenson, and that's my grandson, why am I telling a story that he ain't involved in anyway?
Yeah.
Like Shakur, like it does nothing for Shakur but make you look like you're trying to start something and make you look like y'all hating on somebody and y'all trying to bring somebody down. Because what is that? Like Shakur's not involved in the story. Shakur ain't the one that slapped him and took his shoes. So what you know what I'm saying? What they got to do with the price of tea in China, man? They ain't got nothing to do with it. But the other side of that, so that's on the Shakur side, right, OG? The other side of that, to me though, that I think is important for Devin Haney and Bill Haney and their fans to understand is that, bruh, what goes around comes around. Like karma, whatever you want to call it. When your entire, and I ain't gonna say entire because some people don't. People are telling me it's confirmed. I haven't seen it, but when your entire fan base, or a lot of your fan base, or the people that make content on your behalf and that really rock with you, or you yourself if you're Devin Haney, or you yourself if you're Bill Haney, when you build up your persona or you build up your public image by denigrating other fighters, and always bringing people down, that shit gonna come back to you. So when you accusing people of ducking and lying on them and shit, when you are passing around mugshot photos on social media and shit, when you're laughing at people when they have a situation outside of boxing and shit, you can't be surprised when that shit happen. When that shit happen to you, all is fair in love and war. And when you play the game dirty, you know you can't get upset when the game get played dirty to you. If you out here robbing motherfuckers and you end up getting robbed, shit, you can't be mad that somebody robbed you, because that's the life that you live in. You know what I mean? If you run around here, you know, with your heat, pulling your gun on people and doing shit like that, you can't be mad if it happened to you. So I'm not surprised, because it's only so much in a sport like boxing and just in life in general, man. It's only so much that people will let you get away with, man. Eventually people gonna start playing the game that you play. So if your game is building up a narrative, lying on people about offers, capping and shit, and lying to make people look bad and shit, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if somebody do that shit to you one day. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised if that happened to you. So I would just say, if you don't like that happening to you, then move differently and treat others how you want to be treated. Yeah, talk your shit. Yeah, call people out and do all the things necessary to put yourself in a position to get big fights. But if it's gonna be Thanksgiving, if it's gonna be laughing at people that go to jail, if you're gonna be lying on Super El Matias, if you're gonna be lying about fucking the Muhammad Ali Act, if that's how you're gonna be moving and shit, don't be surprised when stories that may or may not be true start coming out about you, because you gotta take that shit the same way that you give it out. So that's what I think of it, man. I really don't care, because it does nothing for me. I still want to see the fight. You know what I mean? Like, that story don't do shit. I still want to see Devin versus Shakur. I still want to see both of them. So I ain't got no issue with that. Like, that ain't gonna make me want to see the fight less just because something may have happened outside the ring between him and Erickson Lubin. I don't care, man. I don't really care nothing about that, man. So I would just say Wally Moses, be a little bit more mature. And he's a prime example, OG, and I'll leave it at this. He's a prime example of just because you get older don't mean you get wiser. Just because you got some age on you, you can still be immature. You can still act out of pocket sometimes, and that's what it seemed like to me. Because that did nothing but make him and Shakur look like they were hating on Devin Haney. And you Devin Haney, man, you know, you gotta take that shit. You got that. That's what come with the way that you market yourself. So people gonna do the same shit to you. So it is what it is, man. I ain't got really nothing else on it, bro. That's it. You got anything else you want to say about it before we get to some of these fights and some other stories?
No. Just that Big Dog Willie, he's in the super chat. He said, congratulations to Devin becoming the new slap
Come on, bro.
box. All right.
Come on, dog.
Then we also got
he got another one? Damn.
Yeah. Then he said, Devin, the shoeless dream. Ain't a new slap a box.
Bro, they gonna get your ass, boy. They gonna be calling you all kind of lame and all kind of things, Big Dog Willie, man.
Yeah. But that's all I got on him, man. I mean, it's funny to me that he would allow somebody to slap him. You know, Aluminum fights in 154, and Devin, you know, he always been smaller, and I can imagine how old he was back then. So maybe he'd catch up with Lubin or something like that. I don't know.
Nah, they probably never fight, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, because Devin will have to go up to 154 to fight. That's too close to his natural weight. He ain't doing that. You know, he like to cut down about 3-4 weight classes for you hop in that ring and shit. You know how that go. Gabriella Fundora, man. Gabriella Fundora versus Christina Cruz. What you got on that fight, man? Gabriella Fundora with the stoppage. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to our channel members. Every fight that we called this weekend went exactly how I told y'all it would. We undefeated. So Gabriella Fundora made me look like a prophet, man. She did her thing last night. What you think of Gabriella Fundora's performance, the little sister of the Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora. How she look, man?
Man, oh man. First of all, she blind as a bat. Y'all know that, right? Okay,
She
she wear
blind too?
yeah, she got bad
Damn.
eyesight. You know, she got bad eyesight. She wear contact, but she got to have them glasses on 24/7. You know, her and her brother just got bad eyesight. That's it. But you will never know it because last night, first of all, she had a jab out this world. I mean, it was an educated jab because she threw that jab and put Cruz back on her back foot and bounced her back against the ropes with just one jab. And that jab was pumping too. And of course, she was focused last night. She was focused and cutting off the ring. She did get hit with some unnecessary shots. But that's why, because Cruz was moving. Cruz was moving and throwing one here, maybe one there, then two here and two there. Yeah, Chris Mannix. Chris Mannix love to go against the grain. Chris Mannix pretty much
Yeah, I saw that shit. I got
yeah,
Christina Cruz winning. Fundora is struggling. What the fuck, boy?
yeah.
You don't even know boxing for real, Chris Mannix. Your ass got fired from Fox Sports because you was trying to talk basketball. He loved the Boston Celtics. That's all he wanted to talk about, and he fucking trash at that.
Right,
Then he
right.
was writing for Sports Illustrated, got fired from them. He tried to talk about everything else. He only talked about boxing because he can't get a job talking about nothing else. He was so garbage, bro. If you go back a few years, he used to be on all the shows and shit. They used to put him on the Skip Bayless show and shit, and he be
Oh
getting
yeah.
cooked and roasted. Yeah, he trash, man. He don't know shit about boxing. He just can't get a job nowhere. But go ahead, man. Go ahead, OG. I just had to say that in case people didn't know, man.
Man. But I will say this: Gabriella Fundora, she was on point. Now Cruz, she did a lot of unnecessary movement. I guess that was a game plan, not to stand there in front of her and throw a punch, get out. But see, the thing is, she was only throwing one at a time. She had to throw in combinations. Now, of course, like I say, unofficially, Chris Mannix had it tied up. Don't know what he's looking at. But Fundora, she stepped on the gas. She stepped on the gas and she took advantage of everything that Cruz made mistake on. She capitalized on everything. And then, of course, Cruz got hit with a big shot again by Fundora. And Cruz, now, one thing about it, when you fall into the ropes, when you fall down and the ropes catch you, that's a knockdown.
Supposed to be, yeah,
You know,
100%.
supposed to be. Right. These guys gotta start going by the damn rules and not on your discretion. Now, of course, Fundora, I see her doing a lot of great things. But she's flat footed and she would come in and just wanna manhandle you. So she fought some big girls, young ladies up in that ring. So I think she did a great job last night. I ain't mad at her. I mean, uh, 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 that was her biggest test. I think one of her biggest tests. So and she put it on Cruz too. Now I like what she did. She broke her down slowly, methodically, and
She did.
then she went on and did what she had to do. Now, of course, Cruz was trying to throw what she could, but guess what? That gas was gone. That gas tank was empty. Because Fundora kept going downstairs to the liver, the body, and over on the other level. That what took that gas out. No body shots. I mean, they were ripping at them body shots. I'm talking
Yeah.
about both of them. So now, Fundora, I don't know if she hurt her hand in that fight or not. But that's it. That's all I got, baby. That's all I got. Yeah.
Yeah, Gabriella Fundora. So Chris Mannix was bullshitting because I just posted the scorecards because I got the scorecards from my source, and the judges had Fundora up 89-82 on one scorecard, 90-81 on another scorecard, and 87-84 on another scorecard. So this idea that Chris Mannix had that the scorecard was that the fight was even going into the 10th round, the judges disagreed with him. Fundora was on her way to winning a unanimous decision. Unless Christina Cruz could have pulled a knockout, rabbit out of the hat. But what I say about Fundora, man, I look at her like Carolyn Dubois. Everybody talk about their brothers. Everybody talk about Daniel Dubois. Everybody talk about Sebastian Fundora. I think Gabriella Fundora gonna be better than her brother. She already a world champion. She younger than him. She looked like she's a better boxer than him. And what we didn't get to see because Christina Cruz was trying to use her lateral movement and stuff, what we didn't see is that she can fight on the inside, nasty. And you saw the leverage she was getting on them body shots, man. Say she can. If she get a girl in front of her that don't run, that don't use all that lateral movement, she a problem. Cause she long, she 5'9" and she making flyweight, bro.
Wow.
She 5 foot. She the same height as Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, but she fighting at 112 pounds. She got that same crazy ass gene inside of her, just like her brother was. Tall as shit and make this little ass weight. So she gonna always have an advantage against girls that's smaller than her. But the difference is she fights on the inside so well. So when she start fighting these flyweights and these 115 pounds, fighters that actually will fight with her, she gonna continue to win and rack up W's, man. She's like that for real. She can really fight. So I think Golden Boy got him a good one in her. I think that she'll continue to move up the rankings and maybe she should start trying to unify. She's only 13 fights in, already a world champion, 21 years old. She gonna be like that. She's not garbage D1. She gonna be one of the best fighters in the world down there at them smaller weights, man. She'll be a multiple division champion. Watch what I tell you. She at 112 right now, D1. She gonna be champion at 115, 118, because she got physical advantages over girls that they not gonna be able to deal with. And you gotta understand, to be able to track down Christina Cruz like that. Christina Cruz was a former Olympian. She was undefeated. She was old at 41 years old, but she's a good boxer mover and a good counter puncher. And to be able to stifle her like that, when you get in there with somebody that's gonna fight back, that's maybe younger, that's gonna be there to like try to win, then she'll look even better, bro. She the truth. She got too many physical advantages, dog. So I was impressed with her, man. I thought she put on a really good performance. And I can't wait to see her fight again, man. I think Golden Boy got the one with her. Let me ask you this, OG. We got Beterbiev and Bivol is confirmed. They got the fight done. They're gonna be fighting this summer. What you think of the Beterbiev Bivol fight announcement? That's one fight fans been waiting on for a while, at least 5 or 6 years. Also, it's gonna be for undisputed at the light heavyweight division. I don't remember the last time we had a light heavyweight undisputed champion. Somebody let me know in the comment section. But I'm excited for that fight, man. What's your early thoughts on Beterbiev versus Bivol?
Man, that's gonna be a blowout. I ain't talking about blowout on either side.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
I'm talking about they gonna be fighting. They gonna let their hands go. But I have to say this. Bivol, he always busy. He always letting his hands go. No doubt about it. He always find a way to fight in mid-range, fight small, come up tall, fight there, fight small, stay there. Now, but Beterbiev, man, oh man, like I said, educated jab. An educated jab. He will throw the jab straight, or he'll curve it, bam, or he'll slap you like your grandmama used to slap you with it. That's Beterbiev. And one thing about it is he wants this fight bad, and he wants to prove to the world that, hey, I am that bad guy. I'm that guy. I'm that man. And now put some respect on my name. Now, of course, Bivol, he gonna do what he always do. I believe, I really believe this, that the punches Bivol gonna be throwing on Beterbiev is not gonna hurt him at all. You have to throw something in there to pretty much determine him from not coming in there and taking your head off. You know, so that's what I think. I really believe that. Now, it's a good fight. It's a damn good pay-per-view fight. Oh, I must say that's a pay-per-view fight.
You think so?
Yes.
Over there in Saudi Arabia?
Oh, hell no.
That's where they fighting at, though.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, they fighting in Saudi Arabia. That ain't here in America. Man. They fighting in Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
I mean, Mr.
Bob and Eddie, they like to go to Saudi Arabia because they can't promote their fighters and shit. So since he could, you got to knock out artists. You got to knock out artists in Beterbiev, who was from Russia, but came up in Canada. So you had an opportunity to market him to all of Canada. Americans, we love knockouts. You had an opportunity to market him to all of America. He 20-0 with 20 knockouts, and you couldn't find a way to make him a star. So you sending his ass over to motherfucking to Saudi Arabia for his biggest fight. Then you got the same thing with Dimitri Bivol. He beat Canelo. And then after he beat Canelo, they couldn't do shit with him over there on Matchroom DAZN. Couldn't make him a star. Couldn't do nothing with him. Now they sending his ass to Saudi Arabia, man. Fights like that, they go to Saudi Arabia because they can't promote shit. So they'll be in Saudi Arabia. So yes, you'll be calling that motherfucker at 2 p.m. on the Saturday.
Wow.
It won't be a nighttime fight. You'll be calling that motherfucker at 2 p.m. on a Saturday. So be ready for that shit, man.
Man.
But go ahead, though.
But like I say, I really believe this guy, Beterbiev, he's the real deal. Now, Bivol, he's more elusive. He's more slippery. He's more in your face. He makes you miss and he make you pay. That's how he does it. And I think Beterbiev, he gonna do what he always do. Take his time, and then when he get close, try to take your head off. So that's what I believe. I believe that's what I think is gonna happen. I believe that Beterbiev is gonna win, no doubt about it. So,
yeah, I think I'm excited for the fight. It's one of them ones where it's one of these highly anticipated fights. It's one of these ones fans have been waiting for, but I got bad news for fans everywhere. This fight not gonna be close one way or the other. You're gonna see one or two things. Like, this ain't gonna be competitive. This ain't gonna be a fight where somebody is where it's just gonna be a fight of the year candidate. Somebody gonna get somebody will imposed on them. Like, somebody about to get stepped on. Either Bivol is about to box circles around Beterbiev, and he about to do him super bad and just have too much lateral movement. The jab gonna be too good. He gonna keep the distance, and he gonna do wonders with him. Or Beterbiev gonna go in there and beat that boy up, man. And Bivol ain't gonna be able to keep him up off of him. It's gonna be one of the two things. Either you about to see Bivol get beat up and battered, or you gonna see Beterbiev get severely outboxed. Ain't gonna be no ebb and flows, back and forth. Ain't none of that shit going on, man. So I'm excited for the fight because you're gonna see this tug of war of who can impose their will on the other fighter, and whoever does that, that's who's gonna win the fight, man. So I'm hella excited for that one. I can't wait to see who they gonna put on the undercard of that fight. To be real with you, I can't wait to see who they gonna put on the undercard to see what they put together for us. But we can get to the next one, man. You were talking to me about this shit before we came on. We were talking behind the scenes. You were talking to me about Kazo versus Gutierrez, man. That minimum weight world championship fight. Kazo defended his WBO title against Gutierrez. Got the stoppage in the third round. Go ahead and catch that super chat, OG, then let me know what you thought about that fight.
Okay, what's going on, Cedric? In that super chat, baby. Yes, sir. He did Bivol beating Arthur. All right, he got Bivol beating Beterbiev. All right, he might outbox him, but I don't know if he gonna outpunch him. So all right, we'll see. Okay.
Yes, sir. What you think of the Kazo and Gutierrez fight, man?
You know what? Little Kazo, he can fight. That little guy can fight. Now, Gutierrez, he was just too hyped up. He needed to calm down. He kept moving in, moving out, throwing a left, throwing a right, and trying to throw an uppercut too far away. And he was just trying too hard to try to look so good that he got knocked on his keister. Now, of course, Kazo, his shots was flowing. His shot was flowing. His shot was accurate. He fought straight at mid-range. He was going downstairs to the body, and then he'd come upstairs and trying to find an uppercut, but it wasn't there. So Kazo did a great job while it lasted. Now, Gutierrez, he's going to have to go back and look at that fight and say, oh, yeah, I should have been an aggressor. But sometimes, I'm telling you right now, sometimes you can be planning to do the best of the best. But It's still not good enough. It's still not good enough. So therefore, Kazo, he did a great job, and he just smiled, and I don't blame him. He did a great job. So, but with that, that's all I have, man.
Yeah, man. Kazo, he's a good pressure fighter, man. Good seek and destroy southpaw with a good jab, some good counter punching ability. And it showed, man. It showed last night. He fast, quick on his feet, agile. He put on a real good performance, man. I like the fact that when he got the dude hurt and smelt blood, he was patient. In that third round when he rocked him and put him down. He caught him with a counter jumping back, which shows he got power going backwards and going forward. And then when he had him up against the ropes, he didn't just, you know how sometimes you get these young fighters that don't have a lot of fights, they'll throw like 100 punches when they get somebody hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that though. He picked his shots, placed his shots like the best finishers do, and got old buddy up out of there. And it was expected. It was expected down there because he's one of the best fighters. It's time for him to do what all small fighters got to do, though, OG. If your ass fighting from 105 to 122, eventually you're going to have to take your ass over there to Samurai Land. You're going to take your ass over there to Japan, bro. He got 2 champions in his weight class that'll never fight each other because they brothers. 105 got 2 champions out of Japan. They the Shingaro brothers, or whatever somebody in the chat. If you know who I'm talking about, correct me if I'm wrong. But the Shingaro brothers down there at 105, they got two of the 4 belts. He's gonna have to go whoop the whole family over there in Japan. So that's the next logical move for him if he want to get a big fight. And if he's looking to unify the 105-pound division. And so that's what he's gonna have to do. Now, I don't understand, and every time we talk about these weight classes, I'm always surprised and I'm always shocked. I do not know how grown men can make 105 pounds.
Okay. You know what, Doc? I want to cut you off, man.
Yeah,
but I know where you're going with this, right? And I feel the same way. You know, you got to take away some of them damn weight classes. Okay?
Yes, bro.
I mean, God damn. I mean, my granddaughter weighed more than 105 pounds. Okay. I mean,
listen, they got 105, 108, and 112. Can we just get rid of 105 and 108, bro?
They too close together.
Yeah, can we just get rid of that shit, bro? Like, fight at 112, and then they got 115 and 118. Fight at 115. Fight at 112, and then fight at 118. Okay.
There you go.
Then when you get done with 118, you fight at featherweight. They don't need 122 pounds. Right. See, if it was me, listen, if it was me, the weight class OG would be 112, 118, 126, 135, 147, 160, and 175, and then cruiserweight. All them little in between shits, man, get them out of here, man. Get them out of here, bro. Like 105 to 108, 3 pounds. You really gonna have 8 belts. Think about it, y'all. You got 8 belts. You got 4 belts in 105, and you got 4 belts in 108. You got 8 belts separated by 3 pounds. If you don't get out of my face, man. if you don't get out of my face, bro, you got 8 belts. 8, bro. And y'all be talking about these goddamn belts. You got 8 belts between 3 pounds. 3 pounds. 8 belts. 4 belts at 108 and 4 belts at 105. Come on, dog. So when they be like, hey, when they be telling me this dude is like, he's a 7-division champion, I look at the weight class, bro. I don't even know if you a champion at 105 and then you a champion at 108. I guess the question is, OG, are you really a 2-division champion? Like if you get a belt at 105 and then get a belt at 108, should we really call you a 2-division champion? Like that's just too close together.
Yeah, it's too close together.
Yeah, man. But I always gotta say that I love watching the small guys. This is nothing to to denigrate them or whatever, man. But come on, dog. Like boxing, come on, bro. Get rid of some of this shit, man. It's pointless. And then you get to see more fighters. Like if you got the 105 and 108 fighters, and you just get rid of their weight classes and make them fight at 112, then shit, the division would be lit.
Yeah.
Like it'd be so many bigger fights. I love to see this guy Oscar Collazo in the same division as Jesse Bam Rodriguez. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So you know, that's my only knock on the fight is that damn, bro, like these dudes out here, little bitty, like the ropes are taller than them, bro. Like they can get in. You know, most people get in between the top and the middle rope. They can get in the ring between the middle and the bottom rope, like all the way down there. they get up, they getting in up under that motherfucker. They getting in up under the rope. Like,
not the little people. Not the little
how you do that, bro? But that's why they gotta go to Japan. But Collazo, though, he gonna find himself having to go to Japan, bro. Because that's where all the belts is at over there in his weight class. You might well sign to one of them Tekken promotions or something and just go ahead and fly your ass over there, get your little apartment in Japan. You're gonna be there a while because that's where all your fights at, bro. And that's why the American and to be real, man, the American fight fans don't really follow the small weight classes like that because we don't really have representation in them small weight classes because we naturally are just bigger for whatever reason. Maybe it's the chemicals and all the shit in them labs they put in our food and shit, but we don't really have a lot of sons, and you know, our daughters might be 5'1", 5'2", you know what I'm saying, and little like that, but the men in this country that would box, they ain't born like that. They ain't that little, bro. So that's why the American fight fans, like a lot of them don't follow the weight class because they ain't no Americans in it, bro. I can't think. I'm literally thinking right now. I can't think of one American fighter at 105, 108, and 112. And I look at this shit all the time. I can't think of one, bro. I can't think of one American fighter that can fight that's at 105, 108, 112. Hell, I can't even think of one at 115. I can't think of an American fighter until I get to 118 where I see Gary Antonio Russell and Raees Salim. But now Raees Salim is at 122. So Gary Antonio Russell at 118, Raees Salim at 122. Those are the first two that I can think of that are American fighters. But 115, 112, 108, 105, I can't think of any, bro.
Yeah,
I can't think of any, but you know, it was a good fight, man. I'm going on a rant about weight classes, but it was a good fight. Collazo put on a good performance, nice strong performance. Can't wait to see him fight again, but he's gonna have to take his ass over there. He's gonna take his ass over there to Japan, bro. Yeah. He's gonna take his ass over there to Japan. So it is what it is, man. What else we got to talk about? We can do the Jaime Munguia. We'll talk about Tank Davis last. Jaime Munguia's performance, OG versus John Ryder. Oscar De La Hoya was jumping up and down. Bernard Hopkins was into it. They saying Jaime Munguia about to be the next superstar at super middleweight now. What do you think of his performance? We'll get into the Canelo stuff after that, and him fighting Canelo potentially. But what do you think of Jaime Munguia's performance? He knocked out John Ryder. Canelo couldn't. That's what they hanging their hat on. How do you look, man? You think he can be a factor? What you got on what he did to John Ryder, man?
Well, let me get my mic here. You cannot compare Canelo to Jaime Munguia. You can't compare the John Ryder Canelo to the John Ryder Jaime Munguia. Those are two different John Ryders. Don't know why, but John Ryder did not look impressive at all last night. Now, I don't know what's wrong with him, but he got knocked off of balance, and then he went down, and the ropes caught him. That should have been a knockdown. But Jaime Munguia, he's not no next Canelo Alvarez. Now, he was polite. He was saying that he would like to share in the ring with a great guy like that, which he pretty much trying to get the fight made. But still in all, I think that Jaime Munguia, he's gotten better. He looked as sharp last night, knockout. He really did look sharp. Now, of course, I don't think Canelo's gonna be next, but I would like to see him get in there with, let's say, David Morrell or someone like that. He ain't getting in there with Beterbiev. Then Beterbiev is trying to get to Canelo, and they ain't gonna let that happen. Trust me. They got Canelo protected. Now, of course, I think he did a great job last night. Anthony Johnson trying to pretty much how can I say pretty much trying to use his angles. Now, see, Jaime Gill, he came in at a different angle. If you saw, if y'all watched Jaime Gill, he came in down to the side.
Yeah.
Because he was fighting southpaw. And I don't know was that Freddie Roach idea or not, but he came in at an angle. And it was working. He came at an angle. He gave him that shoulder, but not always. Not what Ryan Garcia was doing. Not that shit. No, not that. All right, but he was coming in at an angle, and of course he gave him that straight right down to the stern. But then Ryder started catching on at the later rounds and started hitting him with that right hook. And now, of course, Jaime again. That's why he stayed on the outside. Because he knew Jaime had power. He didn't want to get hit with nothing stupid. So therefore, what he did, Ryder was, he's trying to start stepping around him. He's trying to use his angles on Mungia. And he did. He was successful. But here come again. Here come again. Mungia is a tough guy. He fought all the way last night. So therefore, I think Ryder and Jaime again, I think they need to run it back again. I think Mungia is not ready for Canelo. And I'm gonna tell you this, knockout. Before you give Jaime Gill a fight with Canelo Alvarez, David Beterbiev need his first.
100%.
He need his first.
100%. I got some real good opponents for Jaime Munguia. But as far as his performance, man, I thought he did well. He worked a pretty good jab. One thing you can't take away from Jaime Munguia is he's real good offensively. He can throw in combinations. He can punch really, really hard. And he knows how to place his shots. His left hook is phenomenal. He's a very good offensive fighter, and that showed against John Ryder. Obviously, though, you can see him fighting John Ryder, who's not the best counter puncher. You can see him fighting John Ryder, who is not the best power puncher, but John Ryder was able to time his ass. He was able to counter him some in that fight, and it's because Jaime Munguia's defense is absolutely trash. His defense is horrible, bro, and he is going in there and he's just outwilling dudes. You take my best shots, I take your best shots. We'll see who the last one standing is. And he has been that for the entirety of his career. He has done that, and congratulations to him for it. You know what I mean? But this idea that people don't know. First of all, I don't want to see him fight Canelo. Okay, he don't deserve it. Like you said, David Benavidez is much more deserving of that fight. As far as him being a superstar in boxing and moving forward, he had a lot of fans chanting his name there. The Mexicans loved him some Jaime Munguia. So he could be on track for that. But are we sure that Jaime Munguia can beat a Diego Pacheco? Are we sure he can beat a Christian Mbile? Are we sure that he can beat guys like that are on that level? I'm not so sure, man. I'm not so sure. Maybe I think him and Mbile is a banger of a fight of the year candidate. Because they both got defensive flaws, but they both are nasty offensively. I think that's a damn good fight. I think that Diego Pacheco may be too green, but I love to see that fight. I know for sure, though, this idea that he's the next superstar in boxing, bro, he ain't got shit for David Morrell or David Benavidez, bro.
Exactly. Yep.
Like if you like all this idea that he's on that, like he's not at that level. Like those are guys that you put in there with Canelo, and Canelo fans can get nervous. If you announce Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia tomorrow, Canelo gonna do him bad, bro. Canelo too good for Jaime Munguia, bro. Jaime Munguia need to be fighting. But Bazinian is another good candidate. Guys like that, bro. Guys that are kind of on that cusp or whatever, up and coming shit. that would be good. I think Jaime Munguia would do Berlanga dirty, bro. I think he do Berlanga dirty though, Drink. I don't think that's a good fight for Berlanga. Jaime Munguia better than him for sure, in my opinion. But in Billy, I want to see Jaime versus Billy. I want to see the Pacheco fight. I love to see him fight guys like that, man, because I don't think he deserves a Canelo fight, and I don't think he's ready for a Canelo fight. And that's crazy to say for somebody with 43 fights, but his 43 fights been against subpar competition. Like, that's why his team, OG, that's why they was celebrating.
Yeah.
That's why they was celebrating the fucking win like that, because Ryder is considered a step up. Same John Ryder with 5-6 losses is a step up for Jaime Munguia. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. But you know, we'll see how it go. We'll see how that shit go. But I like this performance. I thought he did a good job. But I am not ready to say that he needs to get in there with Canelo Alvarez off of this performance, man. Not at all.
Yeah. So, but with me myself, I think Jaime. Yeah, I think I'd like to see him in there with a lot of numerous other fighters at 168. Matter of fact, I even take a Jamal Charlo in there with him.
Oh, you got Jamal. He about to fight Canelo. He right up Canelo alley, man. He about to get in there with Canelo. He been inactive, coming off an injury, got some personal problems that he been dealing with. Oh, Canelo picking him. You best believe it. He picking Jamal. David ain't getting that fight just yet, if ever, man.
Right.
David's best bet is to get that fight on Canelo's last fight of this PBC deal. If David Beterbiev don't get the fight this year, he'll never get the Canelo fight, man.
No. Canelo gonna walk away next year, maybe.
If he don't get him this year, he'll never get him. Canelo will fuck around and he'll do the Jamal Charlo fight. Then he'll fight somebody else that we don't see coming on the last fight of the PBC deal. Then go over to the zone and get the Munguia fight. Like, do a 2-fight deal with Berlanga and Munguia, and then get the fuck up out of here, man. They'll try to sell us Berlanga, Puerto Rican versus Mexico, and then his last fight will be, goddamn it, his last fight will be fucking Munguia, and then he'll retire on your ass, and you'll never see David Beterbiev versus Munguia, man. Canelo, man. That's more likely to happen if he don't fight David Beterbiev. So if you want Beterbiev to get that shot, y'all better push for it heavy this year, because if he don't get it this year, he ain't never gonna get it, because Canelo getting older and older, bro.
Right.
Kilo, Jaime Munguia was a champion at 154 pounds. It was a vacant. He's a one division champion, Kilo. He got the belt that Jamal Charlo dropped at 154 pounds when Jamal moved up to middleweight, and then he didn't become champion at middleweight. Now he's at super middleweight. Jaime Munguia is a one division champion, bro. All right, OG, we got one last little story to cover.
Wait. Let me just say this, okay?
Yes, sir.
Jaime Munguia. It's a lot of fighters out there for him right now. Now, it's Canelo. Right now, last night after the fight, while the video was uploading, whatever. I'm listening to the commentators and Chris Mannix and everybody. They believe that David Beterbiev, that makes sense. He's in line, but they pretty much said on air, well, he's in line, but forget him. All right, forget him. We want to see Jaime Munguia and Canelo Alvarez. We want to see it for the Mexican community. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but neither one of them is Mexican. I mean, why do you care? But I think what they're doing to David is kind of wrong. They do have ranked number 2, but they don't care about it. I mean, they really don't care about it. So we're still in easy fight, easy reward for Canelo Alvarez. So that's all I got. That's all I got on that.
Yeah, Canelo, man, we got to push for David to get that shot, because they ain't trying to give it to him, bro. They done offered that man. Yeah. They done offered that man a bunch of fights, man. They done offered him David Beterbiev a few times, and this shit don't look like it's coming to fruition. So hopefully it do, but yeah, I ain't holding my breath until they announce that shit, man. You got the super chat, OG.
Oh, okay. Big Dog Willie, the winning team. He said face of boxing versus the slap of boxing. Who wins? KQKC. Man, I tell you, the face of boxing. All right, the face of boxing gonna slap. The slap of boxing. Okay, how about that, big dog? All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
appreciate you.
I wanted to say this because I see the conversation in the chat about David Morrell Jr. and Jerron Boots in this, and just this idea in boxing in general that guys haven't fought anybody and it's only based off of the eye test. I mean, I agree with that, but I would just say to anyone that holds that opinion, to the homie Rolo, how you gonna prove yourself if won't nobody give you a shot, bro? Like, that's the thing with Jerron Boots in this. That's the thing with me to David Morrell Jr. It's like, okay, they only passed the eye test, KO. How can you rate them so high? Well, shit, because ain't nobody trying to fight them. Like, the people that we want to see them fight, rank them highly too. Otherwise, they would fight them. Otherwise, they would fight them. Like, if Jerron Boots in this look like food, then somebody would fight him. But because he looks so good, dudes ain't trying to fight him. Same with David Morrell. So I just these younger fighters that put themselves in position, we got to get to a point as fight fans, either the belts matter or they don't. Either the ranking systems matter or they don't. If a motherfucker's ranked number one, then we should be pushing for him to get the big fight. If he's the interim champion or the regular champion, we should be pushing for him to fight the big champion. If we're not doing that, then what's the point of them having belts? What's the point of ranking systems and shit like that? So I agree that David Morrell and guys like him aren't proven. But I'd also say they need a shot to be proven. Like, how can I prove myself if the guys won't fight me? Like, I just don't understand it, bro. Like, and then rating them after they put on a performance, that's revisionist history. Anybody can do that. Like, we try to be analysts up here, bro. So if I'm trying to analyze the sport, if I wait to say that somebody's good when they prove it, then what's the point of people listening to you talk boxing? If you just gonna wait until somebody does it, and now, okay, yeah, he the goods now. He good now. Shit, y'all can see that. y'all can see that after the fact. There's something in seeing it before it happens. You know what I mean? Like, there's something to be said for that. So waiting to rate somebody highly after they put on a great performance against the competition you want to see them put on, what's the point of that? There's no point to that to me. So I be hearing people say that, and I understand the idea of not putting somebody up on a pedestal before they prove it, but also at the same time, we got to push for people to give them the opportunity to prove it. Because if they're not given the opportunity, then how can they ever prove themselves? So that's what I think about that, man. But you got anything on that, OG, before we get to this other one?
Okay. Let me see. Not really. Listen, I just want to say this. I'm gonna jump off the subject real fast, right?
Yeah, go ahead,
Now,
go ahead.
okay. Now, I was saying about this week about the Terrence Crawford debacle and how he pretty much is out on the keister. While he's trying to pretty much go behind the door and get a fight with Tim Zoo. Well, you see how when you treat someone a certain way, when you pretty much think, okay, I'm the all, be all. And
Mhm.
no, I get what I want. I want to do what I want. Well, you can't do that. You can't do that. And it has been proven. Now, of course, yes, we all know that nobody want to see the rematch. But I do want to see the rematch. And Terrence Crawford, he figured, oh, well, Earl's broken, and I'm just going to skip my way and fight somebody else. Oh, well, one thing about Al Heyman, Earl Spence made him a lot of money. One thing about Al Heyman, him and Earl Spence are good friends. The one thing about Al Heyman, he is a man, a businessman. And now, Terrence Crawford, I think he understands that. You're not going to willy dilly in here and play with the contracts. And next thing you know, Earl, he initiates the contract, and then you leave him hanging. He gave up his whole A side for your ass. Now, I tell you one thing, ask Tank to do that. Ask Tank to flip a coin. I guarantee you Tank won't do that. I guarantee you Tank will tell you what you can do with that coin probably. But I just wanted to put that out there because a lot of people act like, oh, oh, well, Terrence, let Earl fight Boots, but no. It don't work that way. I get tired of people saying that. Look, hold these fighters responsible. Right? It's a lot of fights that get made. Yes, promoters, yeah, you gotta hold their head responsible too. There's a lot of fights out there that need to be made, and they're not making them. They are not making them. They're right there in front of their face. But they worried about what kind of payday they gonna get. So let's make the fight, That's all I'm saying. All right. Now, what was your question, knockout?
Oh no, I responded. I didn't say nothing. I was just saying what you wanted to talk about before we got to Tank and before we got to Tank situation with the UK or whatever. But you can read that super chat.
Okay. Yes, sir. What's up, Jermaine? 419, baby. He said KO was cooking, old boy. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. Yes,
You
sir.
know, we put in
Man.
that work, man. We always putting in that work with them debates. I appreciate that, Jermaine. Thanks for supporting the OG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Knockout. He that guy they said, man. He that guy they call Slickback.
What that mean? Hold on. I don't know if I like. Is that supposed to be a compliment? What the fuck is a Slickback?
Man, you
What is
remember that?
that?
You remember that movie, man?
No, bro. No, I don't. I have no clue what you're talking about. What are you talking about,
Man,
bro?
the Boondocks cartoon. It was a pimp
Oh,
called
okay,
Slickback. Yeah.
yeah. I heard of the Boondocks. I ain't really watched the Boondocks though,
Oh,
man.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he say I'm slick back. If
Yeah.
that mean I be whooping people ass, then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah, if that mean I be whooping their ass, then yeah, I'm slick back. I be that.
Yeah.
Look, man. So
I
as
got
far
that
as
from A1 Who's on too.
yeah,
He said they KQ like a boy. That man like Slickback. A1
listen,
crazy. All
listen,
right.
man. As far as what you said about Spencer and Crawford, that's what I. So I have this thing with like Crawford fans and Devin Haney fans where like they give me all of these things that they fighter can do or these options that they have and shit, and I shoot them down and they think I'm hating or whatever, but the shit just don't be making no sense. So, like you said, this idea that if Earl Spence got a rematch negotiated, right, and he got it signed for, and his advisor Al Heyman was already telling him to walk away because they felt like Terrence Crawford was being unrealistic and asked for too much. Did you really ever believe that they were gonna let him get off on this one too? So you already had him do a coin toss. You already got more money than what you probably should have got based on your numbers and shit. You think they were gonna let you get all that and then be able to just walk away without giving him his rematch too? That shit wasn't gonna happen. And then the guys that people were throwing out there, oh, he could go fight Tim Tszyu. Oh, he can go fight. Oh, he can go fight Canelo Alvarez. Like, bro, like Canelo Alvarez when he signed his 3-fight deal to PBC, bro, he done already picked his opponents, bro. Tim Tszyu is a PBC fighter that they are trying to build up. If anybody get that shot at 154, it's gonna be Earl Spence, to be honest with you, before Bud Crawford. It's gonna be somebody like that, bro, that they building up, that they trying to make a name off of. They got Tim Tszyu over there, Sebastian Fundora, Jesus Ramos, Erickson Lubin. They got guys that are signed to them that are in line way before Terrence Crawford is in line. The only way Terrence Crawford will get a Tim Tszyu shot is if he try to become his mandatory, take a way lesser split to fight him, and take his ass over there to Australia where they fighting a 2x2 ring and shit, bro. And he not doing that. Terrence Crawford's not doing that. So this idea that you guys have that your fighter got all these options and they can just do this and they can just do that. We talk about the business of boxing so much because I'm trying to educate you guys that dudes don't really have this leverage or have these options that you guys think that they have, bro. That's why I'm looking in the chat and people are rejoicing right now and hoping that Devin Haney has an opportunity to fight Ryan Garcia now and hoping that Eddie Hearn can pull this shit off because Ryan Garcia is Devin Haney's only way to get back on pay-per-view in his next fight, as is Devin Haney for Ryan Garcia. So we got to stop acting like dudes can just go have this option, have that option, do this over here, do that over there. Bro, that's not available to them. These promoters ain't going to just let you jump in, get a guy, jump back out, get another guy, jump back in, get like, bro, you not unless you are Canelo. Like that's the problem for Bud Crawford, and that's the problem for Devin Haney. They want to move like Canelo Alvarez. Oh, I'm gonna go over here and get this deal. Oh, I'm gonna go over here and get that deal. Oh, I'm gonna come back over here and get this deal. They want to be able to do that, but the difference is Canelo bring revenue with him. So you know when Canelo is doing that, his fight gonna make you money. It's gonna be a big event, and you're gonna be able to turn the profit off of him. Terrence Crawford and Devin Haney don't guarantee that for these promoters, so it's harder for them to be able to move like that, bro. Like if Canelo come calling, you put everybody on hold and you wait to see who he gonna pick, and then whoever he pick, you work around that shit. These other guys don't got it like that, bro. And this Earl Spence Terrence Crawford thing that you were talking about is just another example of that shit, man. Like he gonna get his rematch, or you ain't gonna really be able to move nothing. Now, in Terrence Crawford's defense, and in Drink More Water's defense, and in Rolo's defense, what I will say is they do need to put a timeline on it, OG. Like you just Earl waited to have that surgery and shit. He had his surgery. If he gonna be out like 6 to 8 months or some shit, and it's gonna hold Terrence Crawford's career up, then nah, bro, you can't. They shouldn't allow that man to hold up his career like that. But if it's something that's quick, where he can get back to it and still be able to train and do what he needs to do in a month or so after the surgery, then cool. But if it's a recovery time of 4-6 months and some crazy shit like that, then yeah, Bud should be able to move on. But if it's just basic shit that's not going to affect their fight date too much, then yeah. So it is what it is, bro. That's what I think of it. So that's my take on it. But let's get to this Tank Davis shit, man. Let's get to this Tank Davis shit. Oh, before I do though, last thing, I see the comment, bro, which is why it is bad for boxing. which is why Saudi Arabia is the land of failed promoters and failed boxers. That's what it is. It's like the idea that it is good, like, yeah, bro, we can just go to Saudi where they don't have to worry about profits and shit. You think that shit gonna last? You think people just gonna want to keep losing money over and over again, bro? Y'all are delusional if you think somebody trying to lose money on purpose and dudes going over there because they can't make no money is a good thing, bro. Oh, I failed. I can't make no money. I can't generate no revenue. Let me just go over here to Saudi and get an easy bag. It's a shortcut for motherfuckers that can't promote and people that can't sell themselves. Y'all better wake up, bro. Y'all better wake up. That shit ain't last. And it's a way to try to get people that are successful and can promote themselves to try to get to where that shit don't mean nothing. Now we acting like the fact that somebody can make some money and you can't, that shit don't mean nothing no more. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, stop that shit, man. That shit ain't nobody doing that shit. Like, you not finna take what I work for. That's like me having a platform that I've built up to be successful. Another motherfucker got a failed platform. They've been doing it way longer than me and got 2 people in their chat and shit. That's like me giving up my shit that I worked so hard for and then going over to their shit where it's 2 people watching us. Man, I'm not doing that shit. Because you failed. Y'all crazy as hell, bro. You failed, so you want to take me over here to where it don't matter that you failed. So let's just go get this bag because I failed and I suck. And you got to carry me. Like, get the fuck, man. Well, y'all better stop that shit. Y'all better stop that shit. But OG, last topic, man, so you can go get you some rest.
Tank Davis. Yeah, I am tired, but I called the fight the last night, though. Yes, sir, I am so tired, but that's okay.
It's all right. This the last one, man.
That's all right. I got you.
Tank Davis, man. Tank Davis. It's a report out by Ring Magazine. Funny as hell that Ring is reporting on Tank Davis, but whatever. Ring Magazine is reporting that Tank Davis' next fight will be in the summertime and that he will be fighting in the UK, the United Kingdom. So we got yet another publication that's trying to tell you that Tank Davis is taking his ass over there to across to a whole nother continent, man. What do you think of that report, KQ? Tank Davis in the UK.
Who wrote that?
The Ring Magazine, man.
Oh, okay, Oscar. Okay, yeah. Listen, everybody trying to take Tank, and you know, I'm a Tank fan. I'm a bigger Charlo fan than Tank, but I'm a big Tank fan too. But Everybody trying to take him out of his comfort zone. Everyone trying to take him out of his weight class. Everybody trying to make him vulnerable. Now, why? Because he is who he is. Now, Tank has grown up a lot. He has matured a lot. He's nobody's fool. He knows that he makes X amount of dollars here, and what you're offering him, he can make it over here. He knows that. And plus, Oscar, he never, no, I'm not Oscar, Floyd, he never drinks, smoked, or anything like that. And hopefully it rubs off on Gervonta Davis. You know, so, but still in all, everybody wants to pick on Tank right now. Now, is he ducking? No, but they can call it a duck. He not fighting Devin because Devin is like 2 weight classes bigger than him. They call that a duck. Now, of course, Bill Haney, he should never sent nothing to King Tank. That's a violation. He knows it. He said he did it anyway. Okay. See, one thing about boxing,
I said that shit cap. I ain't seen Tank nothing.
I know. Correct. Yeah, I know. But one thing about boxing, they gotta start being more forceful with these guys. You know, and that's what I thought YouTube is for, to tell the truth, to tell what's really, really going on. Not what you want to go on, not what you see, but still in all, Tank is that guy. All right? Tank is that guy, and one thing about it is Gervonta Davis need a dance partner. He need a dance partner for Amazon Prime. Now, I said this before, that he have to bring his A game. He has to bring his A+ game. Because Al Heyman is dependent on him, Spence, all these guys that's fighting in March. Because he got to make a good impression on that first date. Now, of course, Cinco de Mayo, that's pretty much a long ways away, but still in all, you know. But who is going to work with him? So that's how I look at it. Who is going to work with him? So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
anyway,
For me,
yeah,
man, for me, Tank going to the UK, that shit don't make no sense on so many levels. Number one, who would he fight in the UK? Let's say it got to be a big name over there in the UK, and any big name in the UK is small compared to Tank Davis. So the biggest name from 135 to 140 in the UK will be Josh Taylor. You think he going over there to fight Josh Taylor when Josh Taylor ain't the star that he is, and Josh Taylor's coming off of a badass loss to Teofimo Lopez, so they don't make no sense. And then when you look at his real, and Josh Taylor is with another promotional company, so a cross-promotional fight in the UK against a dude that's a smaller star than you. You go over to the UK where they rob motherfuckers, where they scorecards be all messed up, where the commentary is biased. You think Al Heyman's gonna send Tank Davis over there to that in his first fight of an Amazon Prime deal? That shit don't make no sense, bro. And then when you look at it from the fighters that he could fight, people are saying it could either be Frank Martin, which I agree with, or Jose Ryder Valenzuela, which I agree with. We know it ain't Pitbull because Pitbull is fighting Rolling. We know it's not Devin Haney next. We know it's not Shakur Stevenson next. So when you look at realistic opponents right now, the best that you could hope for is a Frank Martin or Jose Rayo Valenzuela. You want me to believe that the PBC, the Premier Boxing Champions, Amazon Prime, they're going to take Gervonta Tank Davis, a Black American fighter, Tank Frank Martin, a Black American fighter, and send their ass over to the UK? Where they fans got to go across the continent to watch them fight when all of the fans of those two fighters are based right here in America? That shit don't make no sense. Let's say that he's not fighting Frank Martin, but instead he's fighting Jose Rayo Valenzuela, who's what? A Mexican-American fighter. So you got Gervonta Tank Davis, Black American fighter. All his fans are here. You got Jose Rayo Valenzuela. He is a Mexican-American. So Mexico is right up under America. Texas got millions of Mexicans. Arizona got millions of Mexicans. California got millions of Mexicans. You want me to believe that they was going to take Tank and Rayo, if that's the fight, and take Tank and Rayo over to the UK. Over to the UK for them to fight, instead of having it right here where they can actually do a good live gate where the Mexicans and the Mexican Americans and Latinos can show up, and where the Black American fight fans can show up. That shit doesn't make any sense, y'all. That shit doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And furthermore, look at what's going on. Like, open up your eyes and pay attention. Why is it that top-ranked CEO and leader Bob Arum, what did he say about Tank and Shakur? Well, the fight can happen over in Saudi Arabia because A-side, B-side shit is stupid. But Shakur Stevenson being A-side over Edwin, it wasn't stupid then. Why you think Eddie Hearn, Bill Haney, DAZN, Matchroom, Tank and Devin Haney, that shit can happen in Saudi Arabia? Because they don't want A-side, B-side business to matter. Right. They send it over there. And then now, what do we got? Golden Boy, who owns motherfucking Ring Magazine. What are they doing? Oh, Tank Davis is going to the UK. Every major promotional company in boxing is trying to tell you and put it in your ear and get you to believe that the next move for Tank is to go across the seas. That shit doesn't make any sense, bro.
No.
Golden Boy and Ring Magazine, they got the drop on Tank. They can tell you that Tank is fighting in the UK. They can tell you that Tank is going to be fighting in the summertime, but they didn't know that Ryan Garcia was about to have Rolly Romero finesse him, though. They couldn't report on that. They own fighter. They own person that they supposed to know everything about. They don't know what the fuck going on with Ryan Garcia, but they know what's going on with Tank, and some of y'all believe that shit. Man, okay. All right, whatever, bro. And then as far as Tank Davis fighting in the summertime, I believe that he'll be fighting perhaps in April. I don't believe the summertime shit because he posting too much shit. He training too much. He ain't in the gym like he in the gym for a fight 6 months from now. I think his fight's going to be in April. I already told y'all April the 20th. The moment that they said that he's not fighting on March 30th and they announced Tim Tszyu and Keith Thurman, my best guess is going to be April the 20th, somewhere here in America, and it's going to be against Frank Martin. That's my hope, and that's the best that we can hope for right now. But anyway, man, that's all I got, OG. I think that report is falsified. I think it's bullshit, and I think it's just more ammunition to just try to do something with what Al Heyman and Tank Davis got going on. Like, everybody's trying to team up on them and give false reporting to try to get them to not have any leverage and trying to take everybody over to Saudi Arabia, all because they failed here, bro. Like Shakur Stevenson's promoter is trying to get Tank to fight Shakur in Saudi Arabia because Shakur versus Edwin De Los Santos was a goddamn flop, and he can't promote Shakur Stevenson for shit. Devin Haney's promoter and his father and his other promoter, Eddie Hearn, they're trying to get Tank and Devin over in the motherfucking Saudi Arabia because the Regis and Devin fight fucking flopped, and they can't do shit over here. They can't make no money over here. They can't make money to justify the money that they asking for because they want more money than they actually bring in revenue. But y'all will make sense of that shit, bro. Y'all will try to make sense of that shit to somebody like me, and you know it won't work. So you'll start telling jokes in the chat and shit. You'll start joking in the chat and start going back and forth and try to act like what I'm saying ain't real, bro. Motherfuckers, the reason people are going to Saudi Arabia because they are asking to be paid more money than what the event that they put on generates. That's why. That's what's going on, because they want to get Shakur Stevenson paid more money to fight Tank Davis than what Shakur Stevenson is actually generated in revenue. That shit don't go together. They want Devin Haney. They want Devin Haney to make more money in a Tank Davis fight than he actually brings in revenue. That's what's going on, bro. They want $10-15 million for their fighters to fight a Gervonta Tank Davis when they fighters event can't even generate $10 to $15 million. That's why they want to go to Saudi Arabia. That's the reason, because Saudi will pay their ass and don't give a fuck. They will pay their ass. Oh, we'll give you $10, $15, $20 million. Just come over here to Saudi Arabia. We don't give a damn if the event loses $30 million. But they know if they fuck with Tank's team and they do it on Tank's terms, then Tank team gonna be like, look, bro, no shit, we making money over here. Like, our event got to make money. So since our event got to make money, we can only pay you this because this is what you bring into the table. They don't want that, homeboy. They want to be able to get paid for not doing shit. They want to be able to be paid like they putting on the type of events that Al Heyman been putting on. Like they done did a Spence Crawford or a Canelo Jamel or a Tank and Ryan and shit. That's what's going on, bro. Motherfuckers want to be overpaid. They want to be overpaid for not selling and shit. They want that shit to not matter. That's why you're hearing about it so much, because what Bob Arum knows, what Eddie Hearn knows, what all of these guys know is that if we sit down in a room, and I show Al Heyman and his team Shakur Stevenson's numbers, and they show me Tank Davis's numbers, I know that this shit is not cross-promotional. I know Shakur gonna have to take his ass over there to Amazon Prime. I know that PBC is gonna be putting on the event, and the only thing that I get if I'm Bob Arum is a cut. I get me a little cut. That's all I get. If you sit down Tank Davis in the room and they show his numbers, and you sit down Devin Haney in the room and they show his numbers, his team knows that when they look at them numbers, they gonna have to do what? You're gonna have to take your ass over there to Tank side. You're gonna be fighting on Amazon Prime. And if you Eddie Hearn, if you Bill Haney, all you motherfuckers get is your little cut after the shit is over with. They know that that's what the numbers say. So they're trying to tell you, hey, the numbers don't mean nothing, bullet. They don't mean nothing, Rolo, in the photo. What we need you to do is go out there on your campaign and let everybody know that none of that shit matters. Let everybody know that the only thing that matters is the fight, and that if they don't want it in Saudi Arabia, then Tank is a duck. That's what they're getting y'all to do. Stupid shit. Stupid shit like that. Hey, the numbers don't matter. Just take your ass to Saudi Arabia or you a duck. But y'all were the same people, and I'll end it with this. The same people that said Devin Haney got ducked by Shakur Stevenson because he didn't take 75-25. Devin Haney is the face of boxing, super duper A-side. That's why Regis Pro Great, bring your ass over to the Bay. Bring your ass on over here to the Bay in my hometown, even though I'm the challenger. See, y'all love that shit. You love to talk that shit till it's time to really talk that shit when your guy's on the other side of it. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got on it. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I got stuff I gotta do. I'm done, OG. I could do this shit all day, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
You was cooking, man.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
You kept me woke for a minute.
I had to. I couldn't let you fall asleep, man. I can't have you on falling asleep and shit like that, man. You know what I mean? I can't do it.
Well, man.
But man, salute to you. Great show. Salute to the chat. Y'all smash the OG's like button. If y'all want to catch me, I'll be live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night this week. And I'm also be dropping daily content every single day. So y'all be sure to check that out. OG, I appreciate you, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man, and I appreciate you tolerating me for a long call last night, and still, hey, we get up and do it every Sunday, and I don't mind. All right. So, but look at Young World. I know you can be laughing, right? Anyway, but look, I appreciate you, and thank everybody for coming out. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you do. All right, knock out. You and your family have a great evening, and I will see you all tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Everybody have a good day, and I will finish it, I guess, like this. I guess I'll say I'm living it up. All right, so
all right, y'all. Peace out.
And love. We out.
This song is dedicated to all those ballers out there and all those hustlers and just people out there just getting their money on, you know what I'm saying? To all of you haters, just remember this. I'm living it up, y'all.